Hello, web world. I would like to introduce to you, officially, for the first time, the Glambassadors. By name, that means Frankie Foy from New York City on hair. On makeup tonight, we'll have Miss Susie McCarthy, Susan McCarthy, also of New York. And on wardrobe, we have from New York City, Miss Jillian Steinhardt. These ladies are going to be sitting with me reading your questions and gabbing in what we call the salon, which is Ladyland.
Great.
We go way back.
Long time, yeah.
We know a lot about each other's personal lives.
And there's something to be said for that, because I'll tell you, the longer you know somebody, the better it gets, I think.
And there's also
It's
something
like
to be
it's
said.
like a fine wine.
Yeah. And when you've got someone really close to your face and your head and your body doing things, you know, that are pretty intimate, you tend to have intimate conversation.
That's right. I think it's wrong to take money for what we do. What do you think, girls? It's
Yeah.
wrong to take money.
We've always said that.
Yeah, we've always said that.
Always said that. I've always said it. Yeah, I feel guilty.
Because it's so fun.
Yeah.
We have a fun time.
And easy and natural. It's like
We pay them in laughter.
Yeah, just
we
pay me
have
in
a good
smiles.
time. We have a good time.
So let's talk a little bit about hair since we're here. We have a couple of questions. Let me see here what the first question is. Okay, from Mindy Meredith. Mindy. Hi, Mindy. Jennifer, love the new haircut. What made you decide to go shorter?
Yeah.
Well, Mindy, let me tell you what made me decide to go shorter, and then we'll tell you a little bit about going shorter. What made me decide to go shorter is I wanted a different look, and it is quicker to cut your hair than it is to grow it.
We always end up pinning your hair on the red carpet. Is how it started, and it's so chic and modern and ultra sexy. She's always wearing her hair back. I said, let's just cut it off.
Yes. Yeah. Now let's talk about why, Franks, how we decided on this cut. Tell them about my texture and how you got in here.
Okay, Jen's texture is naturally wavy, curly, very random. It's no two curls are the same. It doesn't go the same. And I was like, I actually followed her curl. So it told me where to go. When there's no two hairs the same length, there's no two curls the same curl.
Frankie is a sculptor. Now, tell them about what we did today. We got in there. It was wet. You dried it.
Wet. I just dried it with the blow dryer, trying not to disturb the natural curl too much. Don't pull it out too much. Then I got in with my iron. She put curl cream in.
Yeah.
I go one curl one way, one curl the other way. No, I always try to back the curls up in separate directions. Just lifting it at the root and making it messy.
Right?
You can't do them both the same way, and that's it. Just following the natural curve of her head and her texture.
One thing that Franks and I like to work on together is the fact that I don't like things too perfect or prissy, and she's very much, she has a great edge about her, so she gets where I'm coming from with that. Right. Nobody wants, I mean, some people
wants
won't.
uptown. Everybody wants.
Yeah, I don't want uptown, and I don't want let's have a curling iron curl.
No,
coming down.
No
I
curling
call it
iron
a sitcom
parties.
curl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use. Let's show them what we use here.
For love. You turned me onto this.
I did.
This.
Neil turned me onto
this. Big sexy hair volumizing dry shampoo at the end.
Yeah, at the end. And you can also, if you want to put it in the root for a little lift, it just, it helps.
And a curl. If you had just two things to do your hair, hairspray and a curling iron on dry hair, boom. It's the best.
I love
Nashville
hairspray.
taught me that.
And it is also hairspray. There's a direct, ratio of how much hairspray I get to spray on myself to my confidence level. I think it's because I'm Southern.
All right, let's see.
From Alyssa.
Alyssa. Okay, Alyssa, what is your makeup must-have?
All right.
I would say Jen's makeup must-have is probably her foundation, which is an Armani Silk Luminous Foundation. It's fantastic. I call it a second skin. Mm-hmm. It's an absolute second skin. Because
it has good coverage.
Good coverage, not too much.
Mm-hmm. I like things to look a little natural. I don't like, I don't like
good texture.
It's
great texture.
Good texture.
Yeah.
I like a smoky eye.
Smoky eye, because a smoky eye is very, very flattering on Jen. It's she's got her eyes, I'd say, are one of her best features. Even though
my ass is technically my best feature.
Well, there you go.
Word,
there
I
you
second
go.
that.
There you go. So the eyes would be second to that.
Yeah. And speaking of natural, I like earth tones.
Earth tones. We go with the pewters. We go with the plums, the raisins, the
what else? Show them what we have here. Right
the
here.
chocolate brown. Oh, this is gorgeous. This palette. This is actually a this is a shimmer. palette.
Shimmer. Use a little
But
shimmer.
this one is a lovely palette. That would be typical.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
That would be typical of what we would go for.
Yeah, smoky, it does not limit your color. It doesn't mean black. It means technique of smoky around the eye.
Right.
You get both underneath with a smokiness and you get all around. But you don't go any higher than this little highlighted bone here. Otherwise, you're
well, not for you anyway. Yeah. Not for you anyway, yeah.
On top of old smoke.
From Maria Abdelnour. Maria Abdelnour. That sounds like a nice way to say it. Maria Abdelnour. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Okay, Jennifer, what are your top brands, designers, or your favorite stores? AKA, how do we achieve the JNet-inspired look? All right, Maria, I'm going to let Jillian here talk about the looks that she pulls for me and give you some ideas and examples and designers as well. Let's dish, shall we? We like a nice blazer.
We love a nice blazer. We love a jacket. We love a layered look. Jen loves a tank top.
I do love a tank top.
Jen loves a tank top. We always throw a tank base. What do we like? We're loving Raquel Allegra right now. Raquel Allegra is one of our favorites. She's a LA-based designer. She does t-shirts.
She started out with t-shirts, but now she's branching out.
Yeah, let me just show you
jackets.
A little bit. This is the kind of thing that we like. It's got a really interesting texture. It's got a really sexy, easy quality to it. Hugs the body.
The drape of it is really diaphanous.
Yeah, and it's got a little rock and roll. And Jen always likes to have a little stank on her clothes.
Stank, little edge.
Yeah. Raquel offers us that very stank we're looking for.
Thanks, Raquel.
Yeah.
Stanky lady. We love it.
Yeah.
Then we have these Dries Van Noten. Can you stop? It is a leopard or cheetah? What are we here?
Let's call it leopard.
A leopard, an animal print Betty Boop platform wonder with an architectural heel. Okay? Do you love it? Could you die? I could.
We're starting. Sometimes you have to start from the shoe up.
Yeah. So
the outfit begins with a shoe.
Yeah, it's important.
Mix it up. Mix it up. You have a little bit here, a little bit there. You find a thrift store item here. You find an H&M item there. You find something
get yourself
from Target.
An American Apparel tank top.
Yeah, you mix it up, and that's what makes the look.
Yeah.
And,
you can't really skimp on a shoe.
You don't skimp on a shoe because comfort, I'm telling you, you pay more for comfort.
Paramount. You're walking around in these, ladies. I mean, it's important.
That's right. You don't skimp on a shoe.
No. All right. So, and last but not least, we'll take a question from Kelly. Kelly says, Jennifer, growing up, who was your fashion icon that you looked up to? Well, Kelly, I don't think you'll be surprised to find that I had several fashion icons when I was growing up. I really loved Debbie Harry. I thought she had something chic and street and punk going on all at the same time. When she put on a sequin dress and sang her music, she actually brought glamour to punk, which is exciting. I love mixing those different elements up. At the same time, I could go somewhere like Aretha Coolidge with a nice, earthy, silver belt with turquoise,
I love that.
In the 70s. So I think, growing up in the 70s and 80s, I definitely pulled from the more organic side. Interestingly enough.
What about a Carly Simon?
A good Carly Simon.
Yes, always a good Carly Simon.
A good
one, right?
Always a good one, yeah. But I think what is interesting, too, here, though, is that we're talking about fashion icons. They were actually all musicians. Because I loved music. Janice, of course. But
back here we have a Janice.
We have a Janice, yeah. So there you have it, just some examples, Web World, of what it is that we all do to create this look that we see on television in Sugarland. And the Glambassadors, give it up. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, throwing money at you.
Throwing money
at you.
Here.
That's leftover.
Put it right here. Put it right there.
That's
Thank you
leftover
very
from
much.
last
This is
night.
what I do. Oh, yeah.